Chapter 13. My life was going to the girls. My life was going to the girls. This is what happens when you've gone shopping for a girl and everyone has heard about it by the time you get on the bus the next morning. You sit with the girls. At recess, you go with the girls. At lunch, you eat with the girls. You listen. You smile, if you can. You don't burp. You don't fart. You talk about fashion. "What are you wearing to Flea's party tomorrow?" Esha asked Sarah Jane between bites of her egg salad on wheat toast. "My yellow dress," said Sarah Jane, "with my yellow purse and my yellow shoes. It's my favorite." "I have new cowboy boots that I'm going to wear," said Ophelia. I kept my eyes on my leftover pad thai. I kept my hands in plain sight. I was sitting at their table, but I was not one of them. I was a bootless, dizzy-eyed puttock. "I'm going to wear my princess outfit," said Flea. "I'll wear my fancy hat," said Esha. I stuffed my cheeks full of goldfish crackers and made a loud crunch. "How about you, Alvin?" asked Ophelia. "What are you going to wear?" "Are you coming, Alvin?" asked Flea. I didn't get an RSVP. I resumed standing very promptly once again. The girls giggled. "Ugh, they really crunch my crackers." I sat back down. Crunch, crunch, crunch. A man wears steel-toed boots. A man wears work gloves. A man wears war paint. A man wears an enormous feather headdress that makes him look like a giant bird. A man doesn't talk about what he's going to wear, he just wears it. I wanted to say all this, but I couldn't. I was in school, where I can't make a sound except for crunch, 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 crunch. Burp. Goldfish eyes and goldfish bones flew out of my mouth. Cough. Achoo. Orange flecks of unrecognizable fish innards spewed and landed all over the table, on the egg salad sandwich, and on cheeks, foreheads, and hair. "Ew! Eek! Gross!" the girls screamed. Quickly, I opened my PDK. The principal, who was also the lunch monitor, was headed our way. I pulled on my scary mask and my string of garlic and checked my escape route. "Ah!" screamed the girls again. Bring! Went the bell, and the entire cafeteria rushed outside for recess using the exact emergency escape route I had in my PDK. It was a very close call. "You pulled a good one on the girls," said a voice behind me when I got to the monkey bars. It was Pinky, and the gang was with them. I said nothing. I didn't want any trouble. I hooked my legs over the top bar and dropped into my sleeping bat position. "I'm having a party tomorrow," said Hobson. "Be there or don't be there." "His party? Tomorrow?" I didn't know what to say. "It's at 2, said Hobson. "Bring me a present or don't come at all." Really? That was so easy. I didn't have to set a world record after all. All it took was spewing goldfish innards on the girls. But there was something else I needed to do tomorrow. What was it? I scratched my bat head with my bat wing. "Dress as an Indian or don't bother dressing at all," added Hobson. That's the great thing about boys' parties. You don't waste any time wondering what you're going to wear. The other great thing is that there's no RSVP. You get invited and you go. You don't have to resume standing very promptly. You can keep hanging upside down. That was it. RSVP Flea's party was also tomorrow at 2. "Let's go," Pinky said to the gang. "Go? Go where?" "Wait!" I wanted to say, but I couldn't. Nothing came out of my little bat mouth, and the gang was gone, just like that. But it was okay. My life wasn't going to the girls. I'd been invited to the right party after all, and now I wouldn't have to go to the wrong one. I could hardly believe it. My wish had come true. I could hardly wait to tell my mom. She wouldn't know what to say when I told her I'd like to have more mother-son time at the mall. Maybe we'd have fries and lemonade again. Then she'd take me to exchange the deluxe Indian princess for the deluxe Indian chief outfit, and we'd buy something for Hobson, and that would be the end of that. The problem with telling my mom the good news was that my mom wasn't home. My dad was. So there was quite a lot of explaining to do. "You see, Dad, I had wished upon the stars for an invitation to a boys' party. But the stars got it wrong, and I got invited to a girls' party. And now, finally, I've been invited to the right party." My dad looked at me through one eye, then he looked at me through the other eye. He put down his newspaper. He rubbed his quillery chin. "You have a problem, son," said my dad. I nodded. "Getting 2 invitations is a nice problem to have," said my dad. I nodded again. "But," said my dad, "you can't go to 2 parties at once." "I don't want to go to both," I said. "I just want to go to the right party." My dad looked at me again. "You're not caught in a dilemma?" he asked. I looked at my feet. I didn't know what a dilemma was, but it didn't look like I was caught in anything, so I shook my head no. Then you're a better man than I was at your age, said my dad. You were a man at my age, Dad? I asked. It's an expression, said my dad. It means you know the right thing to do and you do it. No one has to tell you. I nodded. It's moments like this that make me feel proud to be your father, said my dad, giving me a pat on the back. I looked at my dad. He'd been working a lot lately, and I'd hardly seen him at all. So I gave him a hug, and he hugged me back. Then I said it back to him. I'm proud to be your son, Dad.